4 Wonderkids, 1 simulation. In this video, I have took my 4 Patreon members. Well, 2 of them are Patreon, 2 of them are YouTube members who have clicked the join button below and pay a monthly subscription. I have taken them 4 people and made them Wonderkids in Football Manager 2024. Now we are going to see how their journey within the game goes. So here are the 4 Wonderkids, all shortlisted, so we can follow and track their journey. So first off, we have Valde Olakuliski, who's playing a Partizan. And as you can see, he has his face. He's Serbian. He has a -10 for potential with a 20 current ability. Model citizen personality. He's 6'7" and 85 kilograms. So he's as heavy as me, but he's 1 foot taller. Okay, let's see how that works out. He's on a youth contract at the minute, Partizan, so it'll be interesting to see how he develops with his 1 strength. We have Alex Valayashi, who is a Kashima Antlers. He is Japanese. He also has 20 current ability, -10 potential. He's also 6'7", 85 kilograms. Also model citizen personality. We have Rodolfo Toronto, who is a Toronto. He's Canadian, 6'7". I tried to start him at Toronto FC Academy, but when we started, I didn't have a club, so I've ended up just putting him in the Toronto squad. Again, -10 potential, 20 current, with 6'7", 85 model citizen. And finally is Dan Finchaldo, who's at Santos. He's Brazilian. Again, -10, 20 current, model citizen. Also, to give the opportunity that they can all be the same club. So Finchy is best as a left winger. Toronto is a striker. Attributes are slightly different for each one to make that work. Alex is more behind the striker, and Valde is more of a right winger. So you never know, they could end up at the same clubs. So we're currently the 26th of June, so let's simulate forward 6 months, and let's see how they've settled in. We're now on 31st of December, so let's have a look, shall we? So first off, the lowest value is Finchy at Santos with 6k to 18. Let's have a look, shall we? So he has not played for the first team. Development is very little. And he's made 7 sub-appearances, not scoring or assisting at all. Is he going to be a flop? Comment below. So you have Alex, who hasn't made a first team appearance. Little bit of development. Now he has played 14 starts and 7 sub-appearances. Actually played in the cup as well off the bench for the first team. Scoring 2 goals with 3 assists. Okay. Valde has made 3 sub-appearances for the first team, but he has played and scored for their B team, Telepanik, who I don't quite sure where they play. This looks like they play in a local division, but that's their B team. So he has scored a senior goal, and Rodolfo has played in the MLS, coming off the bench in the MLS for Toronto. So I would say that's the biggest achievement. 6 months in, Rodolfo has made a first team appearance. So we've now jumped to the 2nd of July. Has anyone moved club? Has anyone started playing for their first team? Where are they? What is going on? So Toronto, Pads and Santos. Okay, all still at the same clubs. Finchy has still not played for the first team and only managed 1 assist in 9 sub-appearances for the reserve team. Strength is up at 2, but he's not doing much at the minute, Finchy. Valde for Partizan, still not really featured, not played a senior game. Alex has not played a senior game, but does have 6 goals, 9 assists in 29 starts, 17 sub-appearances for the youth teams at Kashima Antlers. And Rodolfo is now down with Toronto's B team, where he has played 15 games, scoring 4 goals. So I would say he is featuring more than anyone. But look, he's actually surplus to requirements and transfer listed for 1.6 million. Surplus to requirements. Okay, so I've jumped forward to the 2nd of January. Let's see. First off, has Mr. Toronto left Toronto? Okay, he actually doesn't have a club at the minute. So Toronto let him go after 28 games for the B team, scoring 7. And at the minute, Flower City Union have put a bid in. You can see his attributes have improved. He is getting better. He has pace and acceleration of 2 and 2 at the minute. But he is improving. Interesting. Valde is still a partisan. Still not featured for the first team. Scored 6, assisted 6 for the youth team. Alex has 3 appearances for the first team now, scoring 1 goal. All off the bench, but he is developing very nicely as well. Pace and acceleration of 4 each at the minute. And Finchy actually has a value. Still not featured for the first team. Still only 16 years old though. Okay, we've had to jump a year forward just to see where these people are going, because at the minute it was a disaster. So, Rodolfo did go to Flower City Union, playing in the lower leagues in America. And he's scored 8 goals in 12 games. His pace and acceleration is up to 6 each at the minute. He looks insane. Aged only 18. Bids are in now at only 4.4k from Arsenal, 6.25k from Chelsea, Atalanta, National, St. Louis and Vancouver. Clubs are now sniffing around. Rodolfo after starting his career by getting released by Toronto. Okay, so we are further forward then. So Finchy is now playing for the first team. 7 games, 2 goals. Developing nicely as well. Pace and acceleration is very good as well for him. Looking much better. Alex, acceleration has gone up. Looks really, really good. He's actually contracted, so he went on loan to a 2nd tier side in Japan, scoring 9 in 27. He now has 6 games, 2 goals for Kashima. And then you have Valde Partizan is now featuring, but not scored a goal. 16 games, 0 goals. In terms of assists, 1 assist. Oh my days. Our Wonderkids are not... They're not impressing me at the minute. Let's go forward another 12 months. Okay, so we're 12 months further forward, and things are looking a little bit different. So, Rodolfo is currently at Norwich. So he went to Arsenal for 6.25k. And he's ended up going to Norwich, where the Arsenal made the money back. So he went to Arsenal and played 9 games off the bench, scoring 3. Ended up going to Norwich in the Championship, where he played 19 games so far. He's there now, scoring 7, with 1 man of the match. And his pace and acceleration has continued to improve. He just looks like a very good striker, doesn't he? He does. You have Alex, who is now at Leipzig. He went for 16.25 million from Kashima Antlers, where he ended up playing 30 games, scoring 14. So he ended at almost basically a 1-2 man for Kashima. So at age 19, he's now being capped by Japan as well. He's now playing for RB Leipzig and actually playing as well, by the way. 11 games so far this season. Rodolfo, I didn't actually know this, has been capped 12 times by Canada now, scoring 8 goals. Starting to think Toronto will be regretting letting this kid go on a free. Valde from Partizan has been capped 2 times by Serbia, played 48 games now, scoring 9 goals, and is now wanted by Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool and Milan. Then you have Dan Vinchanaldo, who's played 53 games now, scoring 15 for Santos, and is wanted by Chelsea. things are ticking along. I'm interested how Rodolfo's season ended in Norwich, but we're actually going to jump forward 1.5 years now. Okay, so we're now 1.5 years further forward, and players are starting to settle, I think. So Alex, valued up to 143 million, has been playing at Leipzig. Played 50 games, scoring 17 goals. Played 19 times for Japan, scoring 17 goals. I mean, not bad. Rodolfo has now played 29 games for Canada, scoring 25 goals. Only 9 goals for Arsenal in 35 games. He did end up scoring 18 in the championship for Norwich. How's he looking pace-wise? 10 and 11. If you remember, he had 1 and 2 for pace and acceleration. Dan is at Chelsea, where he scored 10 and 42. He's played 6 times for Brazil as well, so he's a Brazilian international. Then you have Valde, who's got 12 games, 3 goals for Serbia. He has played 19 times for Paris since signed for them for 9.75 million. Only scoring 4 goals. I'm curious, I didn't check. Vinci went for 39.5 million to Chelsea. And Alex went to Leipzig, it was 16.25. Now, I was curious about this, and we've actually had some success here. So, in 2026-27, Alex won the next gen. Alex came first, and that's it. Nobody else top 3. And in 27-28, Dan Finchaldo won it, and none of our players came second or third. Now, in terms of FIFA's best under-21 men player, just looking here, it doesn't look like any of our players are in there. They are not. Best man, we're not going to be in that, are we? In Ballon d'Or, we're definitely not going to be knocking on that door. But you never know. Maybe one day we can knock on the door. We've jumped 5 years in the future. We've jumped 5 years into the future to see exactly how things are looking. So Valde has just joined Liverpool on a free. Now it looks like his contract was running out and he's gone on a free transfer to them. So he signed for 9.75 million, scored 4, then 10, 13, 16, 14, 14. No assists in the final season. 7 man the match goal, 7.77, 7.87, 7.98. Average rating over that many games is crazy. 62 caps for Serbia now, valued up to 433 million. Labelled as a media description of an elite attacking midfielder. And he's now at Liverpool. But also joining him at Liverpool is Alex, who signed from RB Leipzig for 104 million. 104 million. He joined from RB Leipzig, joining Liverpool. And he scored 40 goals in 93 games so far. And also labelled as an elite forward. I'd probably say more attacking mid is where we wanted to see him looking like he's going to play. But as you can see, he had double figures there, double figures, double. But in his last 2 years at Liverpool, he's had double figures for goals and assists. And he's also knocking over 7.0 average season after season. Dan is now at Bayern Munich, where he went from Chelsea to Bayern Munich for 112 million. 46 caps for Brazil, 24 goals. And oh my days, look at his pace acceleration. Everything massively physically improves on Football Manager now. It's a lot better than it was in previous versions. He did end up scoring 100 goals for Chelsea. But again, as you can see, well over 7.0 average. Over 20 goals, 20 goals, 20 goals, 3 years in a row, then 19 there. And then only 8 goals and 2 assists in the final season. But in his first season at Bayern, he's played 12, scoring 8 with 3 assists. 3 man of the matches as well. And Rodolfo is at Paris now after leaving Arsenal for 118 million. You look at his 15 acceleration, 13 pace, also again, massively does improve. What a journey this man has had. Joined Arsenal for 9.75k and sold for 112 million to PSG. I thought I would check the Ballon d'Or just just out of curiosity. And Rodolfo has won the Ballon d'Or the last 2 seasons in a row. Age 24, then age 25. Rodolfo Toronto has won the Ballon d'Or. That's absolutely mad that we've already got someone winning the Ballon d'Or. Now, in terms of the FIFA Best Man's Player, I don't think we've actually had someone in the top 3. Oh yes, Rodolfo came 3rd place 2031, and that's it. So he won the Ballon d'Or, but didn't win the FIFA Best Man's Player. Okay, let's just check through this. Did we have anybody in here so far? Yep, Rodolfo again in 31, so he did have a very successful season in terms of awards, and also 3rd in 2032. Then you have Team of the Year. This would actually be quite interesting. Did we get anybody in it? No. Anybody on the bench? No. Okay. But in 2032, we had Valde and Alex in behind the striker. On the bench, yeah, Rodolfo came on the bench, which is mad considering he won the Ballon d'Or that season. Toronto came though in 2031 as the main striker. Nobody else in there. Valde was on the bench this season in 2030. In 2029, we had nobody. We had nobody here. And nobody that season either. And I think at that point they're too young to be getting into it. Okay, so 2033. Let's jump forward a bit. Okay, so the players are all at the same clubs. So Rodolfo has now played 124 games, scoring 82 goals for PSG. Vinci has now played 131 games, scoring 93 goals for Bayern. Alex at Liverpool has 94 goals. And Valde for Liverpool as well has 45 goals. In terms of assists, he has 47, so he's not actually getting many assists either for Valde. Stagnating a bit here. So I'm actually going to set them all to leave the club at the end of the contracts and see what happens. Okay, so as you can see, they're all going to leave the clubs at the end of their contracts, which is a 2040, 2039 here, 2040, 2039, 2040. So we'll go till the end of 2040 and see how their careers have been looking. Okay, so with February 2041 was a save file I had. So Rodolfo actually ended up going to Barcelona. He's now 33 years old. Went to Barcelona obviously on a free transfer. And scored 18 goals in his first season. He's only hit 20 goals or more 3 times in his career, which I find amazing. He's got 273 goals, 48 assists, but not that many times in 20. Vinci took the money. 1.7 million a week, Finchie took the money and went to Al Ittihad. 1.7 million a week. You greedy man, Finchie. He scored 22 goals in 29 games so far this season. He has 285 goals and 81 assists. Alex is now at Real Madrid. 292 games he ended up playing for Liverpool, so fair play to him. He's now on 500,000 a week. He's got 247 and 110 goal assists, so he's doing the best, I would say, so far. Then you have also at 1.6 million a week, Valde. You have took the money. You and Finchie. 200 goals, 68 assists, so probably the worst of all three, but still probably a glittering career. We are going to be checking how their careers went trophy-wise at the end of the career. So we're going to jump forward a year and do a year by year, because you can see I've got save files here which run forever. So that was a 2041. Let's jump forward to 2042 and let's see where they are, and let's see if any of them have moved on for money, etc. even more. Let's end the holiday. Shortlist it. So what are we seeing? So they're all at the same club. Let's jump forward another year. Okay, so currently we're struggling to find 2 of the players. It looks like they've retired. but they must have retired just after the last load section, because I'm having to go almost back to where we were to find them. Let's shortlist it. So here we are. Okay. So it looks like Finchy and Valde pretty much retire at this point, because they just disappear, but there's no news of the retirement. So they retire probably when this contract runs out. It's quite sad. They're only 33, but they have had quite a good career. So Finchy managed 120 games for Brazil, 67 goals. So in terms of competitions for Finchy, let me just switch me over. So he won the under-20 national championships with with Santos, sorry. Then won the Copa Movistar Libertadores sub-20s, the state championship under-20s with Santos. Then won the European South American Youth Super Cup with Santos as well. Then with Chelsea, he won the Carabao Cup. Then he won the FA Cup. He won the Champions League. Then he won the Community Shield again, the Carabao Cup again, FIFA World Club Cup, UEFA Cup, FA Cup, Community Shield again. Then he won with Bayern Munich. He won the Pokal Cup, the Bundesliga, the Champions League again, the Super Cup, Bundesliga again. Nothing with Brazil so far. Bundesliga again, Super Cup. He won the Copa Sudamericano, Copa America, finally in 2040, just before retirement. Vinci picked that up. And he won the AFC Champions League as well. So he won the Champions League on 2 different continents as well. So fair play to him. In terms of awards, there's a lot of awards. We're probably better off checking just if you won the Ballon d'Or or anything after. But fair play to Finchy there. And Valde as well. So let's check him. Competition milestones. So he won the Super League with Partizan. Then the Trophy of Champions with PSG. The Copa de France. He won the League 1. Then he won the Copa de France again. He won the Champions League. Then League 1. Then the Super Cup. The Coupe de France. The Champions League. League 1. The Cup of Champions. Then the League 1 again. The League 1 again, and the Coupe de Champions and the Coupe de France. League 1 again. And where's the score? Oh, it's at the top. Oh, he hasn't won much. FA Cup and the FA Cup again. Oh, Valde's trophy cabinet is one that many people would want. But unfortunately, it's just not as good as the likes of Finchy. Valde didn't achieve as much, unfortunately. So Valde retires with 107 caps for Serbia, 50 goals, and a decent record, 107 man of the matches. He retires proud, I would say. Okay, so Alex is retiring at Real Madrid. Worst places to go, isn't there? 107 goals for Madrid as well, 137 appearances. For Japan, he played 108 games, scoring 87 goals. Let's have a look, shall we? Competition-wise. So, he won promotion from J2 when he was on loan early in his career. Runners-up in the Asian Cup. Pokal winners and Super Cup winners. AFC Asian Cup winners with Japan, the first person to win a major trophy with the national team. FA Cup with Liverpool. Asian Cup winners again. FA Cup with Liverpool. FA Cup with Liverpool Community Shield. Copa del Rey. La Liga. Spanish Super Cup. FIFA Club World Cup champions. Copa del Rey and Super Cup. So you only got one La Liga as well. He won international trophies, but just didn't win as many domestic trophies as the likes of Finchy. But what a career for Alex. What a career this man had. Just insane looking back on how much he did. Okay, so this is the final save where Rodolfo retires at Al Nassr. So after 2 years there on 1.6 million a week, cha-ching, after getting released on a free transfer from Toronto, going to Flower City Union, then going to Arsenal, which has now changed to 2.6 million. It was 4K or something. That cost so far. Okay. At least Flower City Union being getting a bit more money out of it. He ended up going to PSG for 180 million, then on a free to Barcelona, then 25 million to Al Nassr. Milestone wise, competitions. He's won quite a bit, I think. Let's have a look, shall we? So, he won the Under 21 Premier League champions. He then won. The next thing he won was the North American Nations League with Canada. Then he won the Premier League with Arsenal, the Carabao Cup, the North American Nations League again, the Premier League again, League One with PSG, Coupe de France, League One, North American Nations League again, Coupe de France, League One, Trophy of Champions, League One, League One, League One, League One, La Liga, La Liga again. He won the AFC Champions League as well with Al Nassr, but he never won the Champions League in Europe. Okay. Played 115 times for Canada with this, scoring 131 goals. 131 goals and winning them. How many did he win there? Was it 3 or 2 of these nations? It won them 1, 2, 3, 4 North American Nations Leagues. He won them. Scoring more goals than games for Canada, which is mad. And he just looks insane. When you think how they looked when they started, he just looks insane. So let's go through some of the awards, shall we? So, the Ballon d'Or. After this, then, the next winner was Finchy, who picked it up in 2033-34. Rodolfo came third place after winning it twice before. And then Finchy won it again in 2035-36. Nezan won it with Finchy coming second. Nezan won it with Finchy coming third. And Emil Yamal won it. Then Finchy won it again. So Finchy has picked up 3 Ballon d'Ors. Pep won it. Nassr, and yeah, at this point, my player is just not good enough, I don't think. In terms of FIFA Best Men's Player, so let's have a look then. So, Finchy won it 2 years in a row. Nassr. Then you can see Alex won it, so fair play to Alex there. Finchy picking one up. Then Alex won it again. Then at this point, the players just... Oh, Alex actually then 2041 came second. And that's it there. Let's have a look at FIFA Pro Best Player of the Year. So Finchy in 2033. Alex won it twice as well in 2040-41. So that's when Alex really came into his prime. Alex was flying the flag for Japan back there. The Team of the Year. Let's go to 33 where we saw some people. So next year, Finchy led the line with nobody on the bench. Year after that, 35, we had Valdez, was on the bench. Year after that, we had absolutely nobody. Year after that, Alex was behind the striker and nobody else. Year after that, we had Finchy on the left and Rodolfo on the bench. The year after that, we had absolutely nobody. Year after that, we had Alex up top. That was 2004. That's when Alex was on fire by the looks of it. A year after that, we had Finch on the bench with Alex up top. 2042, Rodolfo randomly appeared back in it as the lead striker. And 2043, the year just gone, the players at that point, they are just too old. So with Rodolfo being our last man retiring, the last man standing, Hopefully you've enjoyed this. And like I say, a bit of fun with my Patreon members there, making them into the game. If you do want to become a Patreon member or do it through YouTube itself, hitting that join button, go down below and support the channel that way. It's very much appreciated and does go towards things like this new boom arm we just picked up recently. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. You will see on the screen now the people who are patrons or monthly members through YouTube. If you do want to join, links are in the description below. The YouTube one, you can just click that join button next to where the subscribe button is, or go into the description if you want to become a Patreon member. Links are below. Thank you for your support, and hopefully I will see you on the next video.